Hello, I am at Oakland, Kaiser, and over there is Sophie. So we had a bit of a scare on Monday. She came down with kind of stomach flu-like symptoms. She wasn't eating, she was puking every so often, and even though she wasn't eating anything, she was still puking. She was like puking up bile, wouldn't hold anything down. So we eventually took her to the ER because we were afraid she was going to get dehydrated, and they found out after putting in an IV for hydration that she actually had a intestinal problem where the intestinal tube was like overlapping itself. It's called intussusception, and it's where the wall of the intestines fold over itself, and it could create blockage, it could create reduced blood flow, and if the blood flow is reduced, the tissue dies, and then it causes tearing, and then of course the stuff in your intestines spills out all over your body, and then who knows what else happens. So apparently it's an emergency situation. They tried to fix it first with an enema treatment by bloating the intestines with enema solution and using an x-ray to see the actual intestines bloat up, to see the blockage move, and they couldn't get it to move far enough along to where it would correct itself. So she actually had to go into emergency surgery yesterday morning at around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and took about an hour, and it was successful. So the doctor was able to correct it, didn't have to cut out any dead tissue or anything. All of her bowels are intact, and they're bruised, but he said he didn't have to cut any dead tissue out, which is fantastic, because otherwise that would cause even more complications. And yeah, so the last 72 hours have been crazy for us. I'm here staying overnight with Sophie. Herman has come down with a cold, which is perfect timing, right? But he went home to go spend the night in bed so that hopefully when he comes back tomorrow he could be more refreshed. His parents and Peggy have come over to help with Livy, and I've been playing with her, and she's been loving life at home with the grandparents and Peggy. So yeah, that's kind of been our life the past 3 days. So I can't even think of what would have happened if we didn't take her to the ER. Like, would they have caught it in time? It's so scary to think about. So anyway, it's been a stressful few days. Here she is. No tube. She's sleeping. She seems pretty comfortable, so we'll let her sleep a little longer, and then we'll try the Pedialyte. Okay, it's Thursday, I think. Thursday morning. I slept alright. Sophie slept pretty good. Update, Sophie farted. So the farting means it's a sign that her bowels are starting to work again. So they were able to take the nose tube out, which drains the fluids from her stomach, because that means the stomach fluid is actually now starting to drain properly into her bowels. So they took that out, which she's happy about, and later on when she wakes up a little bit more, I'm going to try to feed her some Pedialyte in a bottle. If she can take the Pedialyte and keep it down, that means it's a very good sign that maybe, hopefully, even tomorrow she could take pain medication orally and maybe even have breast milk, who knows. Anyway, yeah, we're making little steps. Herman has to go to the doctor this morning. He went home last night because he wasn't feeling well, and he's going to go to the doctor to see what his ailments are. I think they mentioned that maybe he has strep throat or something. I don't know. And if that's the case, he's got to probably go on antibiotics or something. Poor guy. This is not the year for our family's health. Mama, Auntie Peggy here to visit. And she pooped. Yay! She's like, oh. Oh my God. I can do. Yes. Oh, she's cooking. Alright, so I escaped for a little break back home. I'm pumping now. That's what the pumping is behind me. But after Herman's parents and Peggy came to visit, I rode back with Peggy and Livy back home so I could shower and change clothes and kind of just recoup a little bit. I'm going back there in like an hour or two, but yeah, that shower felt so good. Oh my god. I'm supposed to vlog you being sick. Alright, so I got the downstairs to myself. Peggy's playing with Livy upstairs. I finished pumping. I'm having my hot teas. I'm trying to relax a little bit and on the couch, maybe take a little cat nap. So good. And I'm just gonna relax a little bit and enjoy the quiet for a little bit before I have to go back. Update, Sophie drank 3 ounces of breast milk from a bottle. Yay, Sophie, that's all we want to see. So she's progressing so much today. I hope she keeps going in that direction because we want Sophie at home. I want her right here, annoying me and crying me, begging me to hold her and feed her because I miss her little meaty face. And then she started crying when she saw you.
Yeah, she stopped crying.
She's happy to see you. So I'm back in the hospital now. Peggy just dropped me off, and grandparents and Peggy and Livy just left. So Sophie did spike a fever of 102 while I was gone, but they gave her some Tylenol and it's slowly coming down. So that's good. And since she does have a fever, they're checking for any possible types of infection. So they're going to collect her urine and try to see if maybe make sure that there's no like UTIs or anything like that. And yeah, just kind of like rule anything out that they could possibly rule out. So I'm so tired. It was so nice going home and taking a shower, but I'm tired. So yeah, I'm probably going to sleep early tonight if I can. Okay, it's Friday morning. We are here. I'm in the waiting area right now. Sophie is getting pokes again because she had a couple fevers since last night. They want to do blood draw to make sure that they could catch any other sort of infections. So first, the nurses thought that they could get a blood draw themselves, so they poked her twice, even though I told them that for the IV, the anesthesiologist needed an ultrasound machine to find her veins because her veins are so small, and they insisted that they could find the vein, and they didn't. They poked her twice for nothing. So now they have an anesthesiologist in there with an ultrasound machine, and they're actually going to poke a vein in her leg that's bigger and draw blood that way. And they recommended that maybe I leave because it might be hard to see. I mean, they said it was going to be fast and fine, but, you know, they just said it would be maybe just faster that way because, you know, then they could just focus on the baby and not have to worry about the parent. So she's not interested in eating any breast milk anyway. She hasn't been hungry. She hasn't wanted to drink anything. So, oh, my poor baby. It's so hard. Like, I don't know how much more of this I could take. It's like, I have no idea when she's going to leave the hospital. It doesn't seem like she's going to leave, you know, anytime in the next couple of days because her epidural isn't coming out at all anytime soon, probably. She's still in some pain, so they're still having to give her morphine through the IV and all that, so yeah, super hard. Okay, so here's Sophie. She's happy now because all the needle poking is done. I think they poked her in here, like a vein in here. She totally recognizes the anesthesiologist, so every time she sees her, she cries. Poor baby. Alright, so I'm wearing a mask just as a precaution until they get all their test results back. Have a little tickle in my throat. I don't feel sick, but you never know. So, anyway, this little girl has been through so much this morning. Alright, update. It is now about 5:30. I'm sitting here eating my gross hospital food dinner. Might go down to Piedmont and pick up some like Thai food and some soup or something because this food is... Sophie is doing well. Her x-rays came back clear, so they thought that, you know, maybe there was something going on in her belly because it was a little bit distended and swollen, but actually it turned out to just be most likely gas because she's been farting all day. Later on when the doctor checked her belly again after the x-ray, the belly had gone down, so it's not swollen anymore, and they were like, yeah, we saw nothing in the x-rays, it was clear, so she was probably just gassy. So tonight's just going to be another slumber party here at Kaiser Permanente, so finish eating my dinner and just hang out for another fun-filled night here on this couch. Oh yeah, much better. Went out to Piedmont Avenue, got some garlic shrimp noodles and some tom kha soup. It's too hot, I can't even open it, but it's actually hot food. So I actually got it from a restaurant that's down this street. So this is Piedmont Avenue, and there's like tons of good restaurants here. Me and Herman used to come here all the time when we lived in the area. So I'm rediscovering these new places all over again. Good morning, sunshine. Okay, so it's what, day 5? It's Saturday morning. She doesn't have a temperature. She actually woke up at a 97-degree body temperature, so hopefully she keeps that up. Her last temperature or fever was like at 8 o'clock last night, so that's a good sign. Still hasn't eaten anything yet. Of course, the doctor hasn't given the okay, but she doesn't seem hungry still, so I don't know. We'll see about that. But we both slept pretty good last night. She was in a little bit of pain last night, but they gave her some morphine and she fell right to sleep. So, yeah, they're giving her some Tylenol now because every time she coughs, I think it hurts her belly. The doctors are still due to make their rounds and stuff, so I'm sure they're going to examine her and all that stuff. So, Herman is supposed to be coming in today because he's not contagious anymore. So, he feels a lot better. I talked to him last night. So, he'll be showing up later. And, yeah. Who's eating? Get that milk. Get that milk. The daddy's here. He's teasing her with milk. Alright, it is Saturday night, 11:30? I can't tell that. 10:30? 10:30. Okay, so today was a really good day. She had no fevers today, and she ate breast milk. She actually even breastfed because she didn't want the bottle and was being a snob. And she's like totally babbling now, and she's more interactive today, alert, playing with toys. She should be sleeping right now, but she's not because I don't know why. She's not tired, so, but she's happy. She even laughed a little bit. So Herman's been here all day. He's over there playing with her. Maybe the fact that he's here is why she's happier. I don't know, whatever, I will take it. So yeah, it's looking good. They're thinking of maybe taking her epidural out tomorrow, so yeah, it's a really good day. Hello, it is Sunday. We are awake, and Sophie did really well last night. She did she did need a little bit of morphine, but otherwise she slept pretty good. She has been breastfeeding pretty regularly and has not had any puke or anything like that. She hasn't pooped yet, but she does have farting, which is good. We want to see, and she's been peeing normally, and yeah, keeping down all of her breast milk. So today maybe they'll take her epidural out. I don't know, but she seems to be in good spirits now. She's playing with her toys and is more active and interactive, so she seems like she's back to her old self again. So hopefully more improvements today. And yeah, they did get her nose swabs back, and she is still fighting a little bit of a cold virus, which would explain the high fevers in the past. So now that we know that was probably the reason for it, they're not too concerned about any infections in the gut or anything like that. So yeah, so far everything still looks good, and hopefully more improvements today. Alright, this little girl, you may notice or not notice, has one less wire stuck in her. The anesthesiologist came in and took out her epidural, which is, I wasn't expecting her to just come in and do that. She just walked in and she's like, oh, I'm going to take out her epidural. So they're going to test how she does without it. And she said it takes about half a day to get the epidural out of her system. So once the actual doctor, her main doctor, comes in and like assesses her, like he's hopeful that maybe if she does well, she could actually go home today, which would be fantastic. I mean, I'm not holding my breath. We're not holding our breath, right? But we're like open to the possibility that this may be like one of the best days ever. Hey, another update. The surgeon has just been in to check her out, and he just said that he's given the okay for her to come home today. What do you think of that, Sophie? Celebrate Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
To me, that is the best Mother's Day present I think I could have ever imagined. What do you think, Sophie? Yeah? I see it in your eyes. Okay, but we're ready to go. Okay, goodbye uncomfortable sofa, whatever thing was, for the past 6 days. A long time ago. Okay, baby's in the car, in the back, and my Scion. Herm's got the other car. We're headed home. All right, we made it home. A little bit of traffic, but we made it. All right, hello. It is actually Tuesday morning now. It's been a couple days since we've been home. It's been a whirlwind because just trying to catch up on sleep and playing with Sophie and just getting used to being back home. It's been great. I'm still kind of tired because Sophie still wakes up a few times a night wanting to eat and wanting, I guess, Tylenol. So she's doing really good. She ate solid food yesterday, like Gerber food, and kept it down. So she is on the mend. Herman's mom and Peggy just left after a week of being here. So the house is like all quiet now. Herman just took Livy to school. So I'm here with Sophie trying to feed her. And yeah, today is the last day before we kind of just chill out and rest before we head back to work tomorrow. Everything's going to be back to normal tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, it's been quite the ordeal, but we made it through, and I guess I'll end this Sophie adventure vlog here because, yeah, there's a happy ending. Sophie's back home and happy and eating and back to her old self for the most part, and we're just happy she's here. So thank you to everybody who helped us out, and yeah, hopefully we'll never do this again, ever, ever, ever. So until the next time, we'll see you all in the next video. Okay, make her laugh. Make her laugh. Look at she's laughing. Peekaboo, 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 peekaboo.